For the BHS Stage 1 ride assessment, each rider is observed riding 2 horses on the flat. The riding will take place in an enclosed space and in a group of up to 6 riders. To begin, we'll want to see the horse led and positioned correctly in the preparation for mounting. We'd expect to see the tack checked for safety and correctly adjusted prior to mounting. This includes setting the stirrups to a suitable length for the rider. For the mount itself, we'll want to see a safe procedure with due consideration for the comfort of the horse at all times. Most centres provide a mounting block, as it's better for the horse's back and reduces the wear on the structure of the saddle. Even so, you should be able to mount efficiently from the floor if necessary. Once mounted, we expect to see the rider check the girth again and adjust the stirrups in the recommended safe way in readiness to go forward for riding. We're looking for the rider to show that they can maintain a correct position and ride in balance and harmony with their horse. This should not in any way be detrimental to the horse's way of going. For example, being very out of balance or having a poor rider position that compromises the horse's natural movement. At this level, although it's not mandatory that we see the horse ridden to a competition frame, we do expect to see the rider maintain consistent forward-thinking contact, with the horse ridden positively from the leg aids. We'll want to see the rider is sat over the centre of the horse to achieve good balance for both horse and rider. It's this sitting square in the centre of the saddle, with the weight being equally carried over both seat bones, that forms the basis of a correct riding position. We want to see the rider sitting up straight, but without tension through the body. The legs and knees should hang relaxed around the horse's side, with the heels sitting directly under the hips. In the correct position, we can imagine a straight line running from the ear through the shoulder and hip to the heel. Then in relation to the horse, we want to see a straight line from the rider's elbow down the rein to the horse's mouth. As for the hands, these want to be positioned either side of the horse's neck with a correct grip on the reins, showing the thumb on top, knuckles facing outwards, and the fingers closed around the reins without excessive tension. Stage 1 ride assessment covers riding in walk and trot, both with stirrups and without. This includes transitions, simple school figures, and trotting over poles. Some of the riding will be done as part of a group, but for some school movements, riders will be asked to ride independently. We want to see the rider maintain a balanced, stable position at all times, without tension or gripping. We're looking for the ability to absorb the movements of the horse through the rider's seat, lower back and thighs. We'll expect to see this in all 3 paces, including sitting trot and over poles. When working in trot, we want to see the rider is on the correct diagonal, and that this is changed effectively when changing direction. This will help to maintain the horse's balance. We'll expect to see effective application of the aids for all changes of gait, speed, turns and circles, as well as through basic school movements. The rider also needs to show that they can carry and manage a short whip, no longer than 75 centimetres, including changing sides when changing the rein. If the horse makes an incorrect strike-off in canter, we'd expect this to be recognised and corrected as soon as possible. By returning to trot, rebalancing the horse, and then at the next available corner, clearly reapplying the aids for canter. Before riding in a light seat, the stirrups should be shortened from their flat length. Riding in a light seat is an important skill to develop, not only in preparation for jumping, but also to help to balance the rider while the horse is moving, and to strengthen the position and security for all aspects of riding. The assessment includes riding over a single pole and over 3 poles in a straight line on a diagonal. We'll want to see a balanced turn to the poles, riding straight and in the middle over the poles, followed by a balanced turn after. The rider should aim to maintain the same quality of trot throughout the exercise, without any increase or decrease of speed. At all times, when riding in a group, we'd expect riders to show due consideration for the safety of other riders and horses. This will be achieved by following basic riding school rules. For example, maintaining correct distances between horses and having good control and awareness when riding school movements and transitions. In addition to the observation, the assessment includes discussion on the application of the aids in transitions, turns and school movements, the horse's natural footfalls, and the importance of balance in both horse and rider.